Hey North Middle School, my name is Ben Hayes and I'm here to host today's show. I know I haven't been on the news team for a while, but I'm back. To start off our show, we have Mercedes Rutledge doing some behind-the-scenes footage with Channel 14's Deanna Albritton.
Good afternoon, North Middle School. I'm Mercedes Rutledge here with Deanna Albritton from News 14 for a special interview. Miss Albritton, can you tell us about your job in the news workforce?
Yeah, so I am a morning reporter for 14 News Sunrise, and so that means I get into the station at 3:30 a.m. every day, so I wake up at 2. But, you know, it's all part of the job and getting people up and getting them the news early in the morning. So I go out with a photographer. His name's Kirk. We're like BFFs. We go out every morning and we do 2 to 3 live shots during the morning shows at 5 and 6 a.m. And then it's all planned out usually from day to day unless there's breaking news. And then I'm every half hour or more often than that. And so I'm either scripted or some days I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing is that I don't sit at a desk every day. I go out every single day and I go talk to different people. If I were in any other job, I would not have been at a middle school today, meeting 2 pretty intelligent 7th graders and getting to talk to them and learning about the cool stuff that goes on in the tri-state area. So, I mean, that's definitely my favorite part, just getting to talk to people.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for our news team?
Yes, so there are 2 things. One, make sure you're a good writer. Work on your writing all the time because there's almost nothing more important in broadcast news than being a good writer, because being a good writer lets you tell a story really well. And you can pick the most boring topic in the world, but if you write the story well, anybody will want to watch it. And then also make sure that you're dedicated enough to want to do this at odd times, to miss classes and have to do some catch-up work to work on a story like you guys are, or to wake up at 2 a.m. to get people the news. So those are my 2 pieces of advice.
Thank you for the advice, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Mercedes Rutledge, signing out with North News.
Did you get them?
No, I told them they could go grab some because I need to get a couple tight shots anyway, so I told them they could grab whatever they needed to real quick.
Let's go. Get in the Henderson. Fill them up and go. Is it Deanna or?
Deanna, yeah.
Deanna. Mercedes, it is Deanna. Our news crew's real efficient here. They want everything exact.
Well, that's good. That's how it's supposed to be.
You need to talk to them.
I've been asking them a little bit.
So they got some questions. Make sure.
Yeah. And I'm going to get them just get an individual shot with them
Good.
real quick, too. All right. Okay, what I want you to do is first start by saying and spelling your name for me, okay? Whenever you're ready.
Jordan, Jordan,
That's good.
Smith,
Y'all did
SMITH.
Okay, and you can just look at me and not the camera, okay? And so you're a 7th grade student, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so when did you start working in the greenhouse?
I started around mid-May. No, not May. March.
Okay, so you've been working in here for about a month, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so what have you been doing in the greenhouse?
Well, right now we're just growing tomatoes and flowers so we can sell them to our student and faculty.
Okay, and so what have you, learned just in the month you've been working in the greenhouse?
Well, I've learned how to feed the plants, how to grow them, how to start them, how to improvise with the plants, and how to fertilize.
So did you know anything about gardening or planting before?
No.
So you learned a lot?
Yes,
So when you started the class, did you expect to learn a lot?
I did.
And so what were you expecting to learn? How is that different from what you did learn?
Well, what I expected to learn, I did learn. So.
Okay, and so as far as 8th grade, are you excited at all for this class to continue or for you to keep doing this?
I'm ready to keep doing this because this is really fun.
Yeah. What makes it fun?
I like getting dirty and trying to grow these plants.
And so when you saw them, what did the plants look like?
Well, whenever we started, they hadn't even been planted, and they were like really small. Now they've grown huge.
So they used to be kind of like little shoots like that.
Yeah.
And so how's it felt seeing them go from something like this to something like that and know that you had a part in it?
I think it's pretty cool learning and seeing
You got
from like little kid to big adult.
And how's that different from when you're in a classroom and you learn about these kinds of things?
Well, classroom we just like sit down and listen to things, and we don't really get to try it out on our own. We just sit down and listen, like I said. And in this, we actually get to do it ourselves and carry it on as students and not have much help from the adults.
So he's telling me the truth and doesn't really help you all that much?
Yes.
You guys are doing it all on your own. Well, thanks so much, Jordan. Very good. And I didn't even have to tell you to restate the questions. You did it all on your own. That was perfect. I usually have to coach adults more than I had to coach you.
For a while now.
And so, what's it been like working in here?
It's been it's very hands-on. It's a lot of work. It's fun. It's an educational experience.
And so, I mean, you're a 7th grader, but you get to work with some of the 8th graders, right?
Yes.
Does it seem like they've learned a lot from this experience?
Yes.
And does that make you more excited about doing this next year, and why?
It makes me excited because I just know that it's just an interesting thing you get to do that not everyone gets to do. Just something special.
And why is this special, doing something hands-on like this?
Because most of the time, like he said, in the classroom, you don't really get to do a lot of hands-on work. It's mostly you sit and listen and watch. But this, you get to do everything on your own.
And do you think you've learned more being able to do it on your own?
Yes, I think I have.
And, I mean, why do you think it makes a difference to be able to actually have your hands on the plants rather than just seeing them in a textbook?
I think it helps you learn better because some people need to do things rather than just see them to understand it.
And what are you most looking forward to about this year or even next year with the plants that you guys have been growing here?
Just watching them grow and helping them just become plants and selling them to people, and that's just interesting.
Does being able to sell them to people at the end of the day, knowing that someone actually wants to buy the plants you guys put your hard work into, what does that mean to you?
It makes me feel good, you know, that I put in the hard work and they're willing to put in hard work as well to raise the plant.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Our next interview is with Shelby Johnston with the TOPS program Community Service Project with the Humane Society.
Hi, I'm Shelby Johnston, and I'm here with Taylin, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions about the Tops Humane Society. How many cans did you collect, Taylin?
38.
Cat or dog?
Cat.
And how many dogs did you collect?
14.
All right, y'all, good job. Okay, how many bags of food did you collect?
Big bags. 25 pounds.
Did you collect anything else besides bags of foods and cans?
2 toys. We had cat food that would be like 38, like I said, and dog food would be 14, and big bags of dog food and cat food.
Okay. What other things did you do here to help the animals?
We did gardening, and we did some laundry. We cleaned the kennels and water animals, mainly their boxes, and we make like newspaper kennels for little babies. We got to play with the animals. They're so cute.
All right, thank you, Taylin. Hi, I'm here with,
I'm Courtney Dosh. I'm the shelter manager at Henderson Humane Society.
and I'm Shelby Johnston. I'm going to talk to her about how we're helping her here at the Humane Society. Okay, how often do you receive donations like this?
We have school groups that bring in donations, but this is probably one of the largest I've seen since I've been here. It was something, what'd you say, 38 cans of cat food, 14 cans of dog food, a couple great big bags of dog food as well, and a couple toys. So that's a very large donation for us. We really appreciate it, especially the canned cat food right now. We're in the middle of kitten season, so we can probably hear them meowing in the background. They are, when they first get off Stop Nursing for Mama, they go onto the wet food, so that helps us out a lot. So they get healthy and are up to weight and able to be adopted.
Okay, what type of items are you still in most need of?
We can always use canned cat and dog food, any types of old blankets or towels. They don't have to be new. Paper towels, bleach is a big one that we use a lot of. Even old newspapers we can use to line kennels or make projects out of and things like that.
All right, thank you. Hello, I'm Shelby Johnston, and I'm here with
Miss Angela.
Okay, and I'm here with her, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about TOPS, and I'm going to get the update on the project that they're doing here at the Humane Society. Okay, do you think this was a very productive project?
Oh, absolutely. As the shelter people said, they need donations. You all did an outstanding job at North Middle School collecting, and they're very, very pleased. So, yes, I think it was great.
After this, are you planning on doing any more community service projects?
Yes, the TOP program requires that at least 2 be done every year. So this is one of the projects. So we'll be starting one again in the fall, and the students will get to pick that. But you can come anytime you want and volunteer. So that may be something that some of the kids in TOP would want to do. Get signed up, like we just made litter boxes and helped walk some of the animals and feed some of the animals. So you all could do that sometime, even without me, without being in TOP.
Okay, all right, thank you, and have a great day.
Our next interview is with Taylor Stennett and Miss Dowdy, interviewing about the upcoming K-Prep.
Hi, I'm Taylor Stennett here with Miss Dowdy, and we're discussing K-Prep. My first question is, do you think the kids at North Middle School are ready for the K-Prep test?
Actually, Taylor, I really feel like they are. Teachers have worked really hard, students have worked really hard. We're seeing some success all over the building in multiple ways. So yeah, I feel like we're ready. I'm hopeful.
What subject does North Middle School need to get better on for the K-Prep test?
Well, I'm probably going to say all subjects. I know that we have worked and made lots of progress in reading and math, and we probably still need to make some more progress in science and social studies. But I know it's coming along. So I would say all subjects, we still need to continue to work very hard.
Okay. If North Middle School ends up getting a proficient or distinguished, will there be any reward?
Absolutely. There's a committee right now that's meeting to talk about motivation and rewards for students. It's a committee made up of teachers. They volunteered to do it, so they're committed to do that. So yes, absolutely, there will be rewards. You're talking to a person, myself and Mr. Thompson are all about rewarding students for working very hard.
Is the benchmark test similar to K-Prep?
I hope so. We try to make it as similar as possible. We follow several of the guidelines. We try to make it actually as close to one of the sections of the K-Prep test, not the whole K-Prep test. We try to make the questions very challenging. I think we were very successful the last benchmark. I think it was the most challenging benchmark we've taken yet, and yet our students did very well. So all of that's a good sign.
How does the benchmark help determine what North Middle School will get on the K-Prep?
Well, what I try to do when I get the results is I try to follow similar guidelines to how I think they determine what a proficient student looks like on the K-Prep, what a distinguished student looks like, what a novice or an apprentice student looks like. So I follow very similar guidelines to that. So I think in that way we can make some analogies between the benchmark test and K-Prep. But then also, when I look at how our scores have continued to go up on the benchmark, because this is the last one we took was the fourth one we've taken. And so when I look at those things, and I also see the progress that we're making in other areas. So I think there's a relationship there between what we're doing on K-Prep and what we're doing on the benchmark as well.
Well, I'm Taylor Stennett, and we're out.
Hey North, it's me Mercedes from North News, telling you guys about the upcoming Spirit Week that we're having next week to celebrate our hard work for getting ready for the K-Prep. Each day you'll be able to dress in an awesome outfit according to each day. For example, Monday we'll be having pajama day. So how does it feel to wear your pajamas to school?
It feels like I'm still at home in my warm, cozy bed.
That's like the best feeling in the world. And Tuesday, we have mismatch day. Logan, aren't you gonna dress differently since it's mismatch day?
I look good anyway. I'm not worried about it.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wednesday, we have Team Spirit Day, or we're your favorite team guy. How does it feel wearing the best team in the world on your chest?
You know, we're going to win the NCAA tournament next year, so y'all better watch out.
Ooh, go Cardinals. Thursday, we have Dress Up as your favorite character day. So, Ben, who are you dressed up as?
I'm Tim Allen from Wild Hogs.
Awesome movie, isn't it? And Friday, we have Crazy Maroon and White Day. How does it feel to be wearing your school's colors?
It's a privilege because I'm only in 6th grade and I'm playing for a high school team, and it's really fun too. Yeah.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you want to be as cool as these kids behind me, then you better dress up accordingly to each day next week. Well, see you later, North.
Our next interview is with Lexus Rutledge interviewing Mr. Hilton about our DDLs.
I'm Lexus Rutledge here with Mr. Hilton, interviewing him about the DDLs this year. About how many students have their DDLs so far?
Well, here at North, there are approximately 225 students that have successfully completed the DDL. There are a few more than that have started but haven't completed it.
Do you think that's a good number, or would you like there to be more?
Truthfully, I was hoping that there'd be quite a few more that had completed their DDL, especially with the 8th grade going to the high school, because they have been granted, they're going to be able to grandfather into the high school, if I can coin that term there. So that would keep them from having to do more work once they get to the high school.
About how many students would you like to have their DDL by the end of the year?
I don't have a number for that, but I would really like to see the 8th graders finish their DDL before the end of the school year. Now, we have to take into consideration that there's only about, 20 days left in the school year.
Do you approve the completed DDLs yourself?
Here at North Middle School, I've been responsible for, checking the completion of the DDL status. At first, my partner, Linda Payne, was checking for completeness, and then she got to working with more schools on the DDL, so North has fallen into my lap, so to speak.
Do you get a lot of questions about the DDLs while sitting outside the cafeteria on Thursdays?
I don't get a lot of questions per se, but I get several good questions about the DDL. And that's one reason that I've continued to be outside the cafeteria one day a week, for the length of the school term.
How many sections are there on the DDL test?
Well, there are 3 cases for K through 8, and 6th through 8th grade are responsible for completing all 3 cases. Now, each case is broken down into sections that students are graded on, and so there are a total of 11 sections within 3 cases.
What type of stuff does the DDL test ask you?
The DDL coursework consists of cyber safety and digital etiquette.
What benefits do you get by taking your DDL test?
Well, the main benefit from completing your DDL and getting your license is that you'll be able to bring your own personal device into school, which is called BYOD, bring your own device. And whenever you have teachers incorporate your devices into their curriculum, then you will be able to use them within the classroom.
How important is receiving your DDL?
Well, I feel that it's very important, since this district is a BYOD district, because the more students that have their license, that means that more technology can be used in the classroom and incorporated into the curriculum. Now, technology is not the key here. The key is the students learning through the process of using technology.
Well, I'm Lexus Rutledge, here signing out with Mr. Hilton. Remember, kids, get your DDLs.
Well, we've reached the end of our show. Thank you, North, and have a great day.